Time now for the Executive Edge. And today we're taking a closer look at a new law that requires payment apps to report business transactions to the IRS. Robert Frank joins us now with more. Robert, what are we talking about? You Venmo somebody money and the IRS is watching?
They absolutely are, Becky. Good morning. Good to see you. Now, this is a new law that requires third-party payment services like, as you mentioned, Venmo, PayPal, or even Cash App to report transactions over $600 a year for all corporate accounts. Now, if you sell a service or business or product and are paid through a third party, including Airbnb or eBay, those transactions will now go to the IRS and you will get a 1099-K form. Now, the law was part of the American Rescue Act that was passed last year and was aimed at cracking down on tax evasion, but it has sparked a lot of controversy and some misconceptions. Now, this is not a new tax. All this income has always been subject to tax, but it's unclear how many people were actually paying it. This does not apply to peer-to-peer transactions, so you give a gift to friends or family, or maybe you reimburse a colleague for lunch. That does not count. That doesn't get reported to the IRS. But an estimated 40 to 50 million Americans now do some kind of independent contract work, or they have a side gig or side hustle. That number growing by up to a third during the pandemic. The Joint Committee on Taxation estimates this law would raise about $8 billion over 10 years. Not a lot, but on social media and financial message boards, taxpayers already talking about switching back to cash, labeling business payments as peer-to-peer, or even maybe using Zelle, which, by the way, is not subject to these rules because it doesn't actually hold customer money. But a lot of people really upset. This was an administration that came in saying they were going to tax the wealthy. Instead, people say they're going after the little guy. Becky?
Yeah, I mean, you said it's only for a business account, only a corporate account. But what does that mean? If you text money to the basketball coach or a school tutor or something, they're going to be tracking this or not if it's a personal account?
Well, on PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, they allow you to label this. Is this going to a friend or family, or is this going for a product or business? And so if you label it peer-to-peer, presumably that's not going to be part of your 1099. If you label it as a business or product or service payment, then it will go to the IRS. So it's sort of voluntary at this point, but they also have AI systems that will sort of see whether you're treating a peer-to-peer account as a business account and vice versa.